fresh squeeze, tangerine dreams, I'm sliding. Stocks up, dashboard digital, I'm gliding. Organic plates, salmon over quinoa. Keep it authentic, everything you see raw. In the morning with the stretch, I be counting blessings. $250,000 on the dresser, no more stressing. Matcha in my cup, and I don't do no...
Would you believe me if I said there's a world championship for student sports that you've never heard about? Well, it exists. And honestly, I didn't know about it either until recently when I got selected to represent the Netherlands in the World University Championships in China. In this video, I'm going to show you what this championship is all about, why it's the absolute best event I've ever participated in, even after racing all over Europe, and why you should start targeting the 2028 event right now. So, before we start, what are the FISU World University Championships? Basically, it's official world championships for student athletes, meaning everyone competing there is pursuing a degree at a university or a university of applied sciences, while simultaneously pursuing an elite sports career. The FISU World University Championships are held every 2 years in places all over the world. In 2026, the cycling events were held in Chongli, China, the host city of the 2022 Winter Olympics. We traveled to China representing the Dutch Student Sports Federation, Studentensport Nederland. The long travel to China was a whole experience on its own. I carried 2 bikes, my time trial bike and my road bike, all around the airports. Luckily, the organization organized well-planned transfers from the airport to Chongli, which meant that we didn't have to stress about anything. After such a long travel day, the body definitely took a hit. We spent the first 2 days spinning out the legs and adapting to the food and time zone. Exploring the area and meeting other athletes brings me straight to the first reason why this event is unmatched: the atmosphere. In normal races, everyone stays in their own team bubble. Not here. I made friends from all over the world, from Switzerland to Hong Kong to Australia. 1 minute you're talking about gear ratios and the next you're comparing university studies.
I turned my life into a banger. Lemon pepper drizzle on the heirloom fish. Talking stocks while I plate up this elegant dish. Alkaline water in a cut crystal glass.
But then, it was time to race. For me there were 4 events on the menu. Day 1, the 29 kilometer long individual time trial and the mixed relay team time trial. Day 2, the criterium. And on day 3 it was time for the brutal 132 kilometer road race. Competition day 1 started early. The organization had arranged home trainers in the basement of our hotel, so I could roll out of bed and get onto the home trainer immediately, which was nice because the time trial started at 9 o'clock in the morning. The course was 29 kilometers of hilly, windy highways. Because of the travel and jet lag, I decided to ride completely on feel instead of power numbers. On the main climb I went all in, knowing that's where the biggest gaps could be made. The descent got sketchy, massive wind gusts almost blew me off my time trial extensions. It was pure suffering until the line, but it paid off. 5th place in the world, averaging over 47.5 kilometers per hour, just 10 seconds off the podium, right behind continental pros. I was stoked. No time to celebrate though. The afternoon was the mixed relay. My legs were completely empty, making it an absolute sufferfest. We stuck to our pacing plan, emptied the tank and handed it over to our women's team. And it paid off. Our combined time secured 2nd place overall, standing on a World Championship podium representing the Netherlands, already unforgettable. It also meant we got to take home a trophy and the mascot of the event, which was also really nice. On day 2 was time for the criterium. I'll keep this short, it was a day of pure survival for us. I didn't feel recovered at all from day 1, but I threw down everything to help our sprinter Kevin, who secured a nice 8th place. We wanted more, but that's racing. The rest of the day was all about recovery. Which brings me to reason number 2 of why the FISU World University Championships are so much fun. The media production. Everything is broadcast live and professional photographers upload high-res action shots to a public album instantly. I've never had this much quality content of myself racing. Then it was time for day 3, the big one, the 132 kilometer road race. 4 laps on a mountain circuit, and honestly, this was one of the most fun races I've ever done in my life. A perfect mix of tactical chess and sheer elimination. My teammate Lars made the early breakaway in the first lap, allowing the rest of us to conserve energy. The plan was to conserve energy in the bunch, but when the pre-race favorites launched an attack on the climb in the second lap, I went with them. We bridged to the front, but right at the top, 3 riders counter-attacked. I just couldn't match their move. From there it became total chaos. Attacks flying everywhere, groups coming back, riders dropping. But on the final climb, I decided to give it one last desperate push to fight for 4th. The podium guys were too far gone, but I crossed the line in 7th place. In this field, definitely a result I can be really proud of. My final reason why you need to experience this: it takes you to places you'd never otherwise see. After the racing was done, we visited Beijing and explored the Great Wall. Standing in Beijing with some people from Poland and Australia, I thought that would never happen to me in my life, but now it did. Learning about such a special culture like the Chinese have, whilst talking to people from all over the world, really was pretty special. Something I would have never experienced if I didn't participate in this. And honestly, I'm really glad I did. So, why should you sign up for the World University Championships if you're a student athlete? Because the atmosphere is unmatched, the organization handles everything so you can just focus on performance, the media coverage is professional, and you get to explore the world in a way that nobody else can. Are you a student athlete or cycling enthusiast? Let me know in the comments if you would travel across the world for a championship like this. Hit that subscribe button, because from now on I'm taking you along on my journey of balancing elite sport and university. Until next time.